It's a busy day for the conservation volunteers as they wade through this riverbed here in Eastleigh to find a plant that has become a major weed problem. Himalayan balsam is non-native and its rapid spread threatens other vegetation.
It tends to spread across riverbanks. You'll often see it along canal sides. And like I say, it's a non-native plant. It's quite aggressive and you'll see it in great swaths. This particular site doesn't have as much because we've been coming here successively over a number of years pulling, and we're just here today to keep the numbers down a little bit. The plant itself tends to, like I say, it's very aggressive. It will spread across a bank, meaning that native flowers can't come and reproduce on the banks. It can also cause, because it's got really shallow roots, it can also cause soil erosion around the banks of rivers, and that's obviously problematic for the bend of the river, and just generally will mean that further management later on down the line will be needed to keep the kind of course of the river running.
The plant also has an impact on local wildlife.
Certain pollinators will come in and use the plants because they've got quite pretty little pink or purpley flowers, but you're just not providing the same kind of coverage and cross-section of biodiversity, meaning that different species of insects and invertebrates are just not getting that sort of local flora and fauna.
To keep the Himalayan balsam at bay, the volunteers are pulling it out by hand.
So basically there are several ways of dealing with balsam. You can go and use insecticides and things like that, but today we're going to be pulling by hand. They've got really shallow roots, so it comes out really easily. One thing we do need to be careful of is, one, keeping it far enough away once it's pulled from the bank to make sure it's not going to kind of fall into the river and just kind of clog everything up. But also, between kind of now and the end of August, and even as far as October, it will start to seed, and these seeds can disperse by 20 feet. They're a bit like busy lizzies, they just explode into the water, and that will be carried down the stream, and then they will set seed somewhere else. So this is how it spreads so very quickly. So if we do see any with seeds today, we'll be capping the seed heads. We've got plastic bags with us, we'll put those in there and dispose of them externally from the river. But like I said, we can pull anything that is maybe just flowering, hasn't got any seed pods. We can pull and make sure it's a good 5 metres away from the bank. Obviously today some of the banks are quite high with brambles, so we've got some loppers. We can cut those back a little bit and either get to any balsam that is not directly on the river edge, or we can kind of make way so that we can make sure we're depositing the balsam a bit further away from the edge.
Roy has been volunteering with the group for 15 years now.
They helped me set up a group in Emsworth, and we've gone on to greater things since then, and now I work throughout Hampshire with them, doing such things as Himalayan balsam pulling, raising fences, cutting down trees, clearing paths, etc. I get a lot of exercise, I feel that I'm helping the environment, and I meet new friends.
Nicole Ris, That's TV.